So making kale chips today, very similar to the seaweed jerky. I thought this was kind of cool. I took the huge piece of kale that I had harvested from my community garden, and this is the stalk that was left. I thought it was kind of neat looking how it kind of like swirls at the top. Anyway, pretty neat. Green bomb. Record.
Okay.
So these are the actual leaves of the kale that I pulled off of the stalk, and I'm just gonna give them a quick, like, perfunctory rinse. There, you can stop.
Okay.
Right, so once they're washed, I'm just gonna toss them over onto this cookie sheet for prep. Right, you can turn it off now.
And
So let me introduce to you the world's largest pair of comically oversized scissors. Yeah, it would be nice if you could just put the kale in the oven like it is, but most people don't like the stalks. I personally don't like them, so you're going to want to cut the leaf portion off of the stalk portion before you actually cook them. And it's also recommended that you chop up the leaf sections into smaller little bite-sized pieces rather than these big long strips. That's really kind of a personal preference thing, I would imagine. Just like that, you get the idea. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, thanks. So this is all the leaf portion taken off of the stalks of the kale. That's an entire, like, half a full-size kale plant. So I guess it's a pretty sizable amount. So simple recipes are usually the best, and I'm just going to use my standard jerky mix for the kale, and so I got black pepper, garlic powder, salt, and peanut oil, organic. I love this stuff. I think it's perfect for this kind of thing because it has a low flash point. Anyway, I love peanut oil. I use it for most of my frying and cooking. It's a little bit more expensive than a lot of oils, but it's very versatile. Gives you really good results. So a tablespoon of pepper, tablespoon of the garlic, and about half a tablespoon of the salt. I'm just going to grind that up nice and fine. Alright, so I put that in a cup, and now I'm just gonna add my peanut oil to create sort of a pasty marinade. So that's about like 4 or 5 tablespoons of oil. So to make this easy on myself, I put all the kale in a stainless steel bowl, and then I'm just gonna pour the marinade on top of that, just like I'm making a salad. And I'm going to mix that up with my hands, just like tossing a salad, and then after everything is fully saturated, I'm going to lay out the kale on the cookie sheet. And part of the benefits of using the peanut oil in the marinade is that it will prevent the kale from sticking to the cookie sheet once it's being baked. Alright, so that took about 2 or 3 minutes of just flopping it around in here. It soaked up all of the marinade, which is great. So that's not going to stick at all to the cookie sheet once it starts baking, and the peanut oil adds a really nice flavor too. Alright, so there it is, all laid out on the cookie sheet. I didn't worry about layering it on top of each other, because if it all bakes together, that's fine. You can separate it after it's dried. And now I'm going to put it in the oven, and 200 with the oven cracked open, probably for about 15 to 20 minutes. Should dry it out sufficiently. Alright, so the oven's at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. You can see the kale in there. The oven's cracked. You leave it open like that so that the moisture can escape. as it evaporates out of the oven and the kale dries out, which is sort of the objective. So it took a little bit longer than I thought, and we're like 30 minutes at 200, which is kind of surprising because the seaweed only took about 15 or 20 minutes. But the results are wonderful. I mean, like, it's hard to describe exactly how good this tastes, but it is just like, it's like a vegetable crack, cocaine or something. It's just so good. Nice. So, thanks for watching.